Hello everybody, I hope you're well today. I'm going to be doing a reading today about what their silence actually means and what's going to happen next. So this is for those of you who are currently experiencing some communication issues, or you're in no contact, or there's some sort of separation. And I want to look specifically for you today to see what is happening with your connection and what their silence actually means, because it's very easy to get caught up in a sense of what is going on in your head, and you end up assuming and stressing yourself out. And there's a lot of stress energy currently around due to some pretty intense shifts that are happening. So if you've been feeling that you're not coping and there's communication issues happening, then this is for you today. And we want to see what the message from Spirit is, what their silence actually means. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, so I'm already picking up a sense that overall there has been some sort of, I would almost say on both your sides, there has been some sort of shift in your relationship. There's a sense here that something needed to be let go of, something that wasn't working has been let go of. And so one or both of you have made a decision to step back from this connection and to reassess the situation. I am getting that your person is somebody you may be dealing with. I want to say Libra energy, I want to say Aquarius, I want to say even Gemini energy here. Your person is someone who's very fair-minded. There is somebody who also is very up in their head at the moment. And so they may be sitting and doing a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing to do with how things went down. They have some regrets, and they are feeling that they seem to be taking a step back, trying to choose their words carefully. Perhaps some words have gone down in the past that through arguments or disagreements where some things were said that perhaps weren't very nice, and there's sort of a sense that they've stepped back, and there may be this sense of silence because they are reassessing and thinking about things and trying to make sense of things and trying to put it together in their head. So it's not always a bad thing to have some time out. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Now, they do see you as the Empress. Whether you're male, female, or gender neutral, you have an energy of safety and security, but also beauty. There's an attraction. They see you as somebody stable. They see you as somebody that will be supportive and committed to this connection. So they really hold you in high regard. So this is not about anything to do with you, more to do with them. And they have been thinking about you. They have you on their mind. They have also been missing you. But they really still, I keep getting reassessing the situation and what has occurred in the past. So they are currently also taking care of themselves and dealing with some things that they feel they need to prioritize at the moment. But they are thinking of you, you are on their mind, and they are trying to find the best way to say things, but they keep getting stuck. And therefore they haven't made a move. So I see this whole situation as being somewhat stuck. However, there is a sense that they do want to reach out. And with the Judgment card, there's definitely a resurrection. So someone is returning to have a conversation about what has happened. It's bringing up these things again to be reviewed. You've got Spirit on your side helping with this connection, with this conversation. There will be a conversation that has to do with the past and what has occurred, and if possible, it is a sense that you're going to both look at seeing through this conversation if there's still hope, if there's still a possibility of repairing things, making things better, if things can be resurrected. So this is the overall energy currently. So for you at the moment, whether male, female, or gender neutral, there is a sense of Emperor energy around you. So you may be very steadfast. You may be very action orientated at the moment. You may also be taking care of business, which is now your own. You may also, however, be sitting and feeling impatient, and as a result, with the Temperance card upside down, all these emotions are coming to the surface, and you could be feeling somewhat short-fused emotionally, and therefore it's not a good time for you to be acting. There's a sense of you needing to deal with some of these emotions that seem to be coming up and bubbling over. So you might feel a little bit short-tempered or very emotional, even around other things, but it has to do with this connection. And so in the meantime, I feel there is some suffering. Some of you are not coping very well with this, but I want to say to you that you have everything you need to give yourself the love that you feel you have lost or are longing for. You have all that within yourself. And this really is a key lesson for you around your own inner personal power. It's about stepping into your power in a very, in the way of the Emperor, in a very strong way. The masculine is sometimes really good when we apply it to ourselves to really take care of ourselves and our needs. And so it is requiring you to really delve deep within and find your own inner power. It's time to give yourself some self-love, and it's also about not carrying all of this. There's a lot of you where there's a lot of upset. Now, you may be also rehashing and going over this situation in your mind. But it's saying that, as long as you are on this repeat cycle going round and round, this is kind of stuck in your head. Instead, it is a better idea for you to kind of allow things to unfold. Now, when your person is done thinking, they're going to reach out with a curiosity text. This is what I like to call this temperature testing, curiosity text. They're going to be really cautious around this, because they feel they want to reach out politely, so they may not be very emotional. It might be a very light, airy, fairy, breezy kind of text. And you're going to be wondering, what's going on? Well, they're reaching out cautiously. And this is now the time where you need to trust your intuition. You will have come through this. Look, your feelings being in upset or temporary. It's simply where your wounds lie and where you need to do some healing for yourself. It's always a lesson. Find your inner peace again. You're very strong, you're very sensitive, you're very compassionate, and you need to give this compassion to yourself. And your intuition is going to guide you. And also things are going to come to light with our beautiful hermit. You're going to have the wisdom to act in a very kind way and compassionate way if you call on your inner hermit. And also things are going to come to light that you didn't know about the situation with your person. So they're going to tell you something you didn't know. And as a result, this may provide you with some sort of relief, because you were sitting stuck in upset. And in the meantime, they were not looking at things in the way you were. And as a result, if you are then able to simply respond kind of lightheartedly, gently, kindly, there will be some up and down texting or calls or messages. I see them coming through. If you trust your intuition will tell you how to respond. It's very important to go with the flow, leave those upsets in the past where they belong, and there will be an offer to meet up, to reconnect, to chat, something that's a little more substantial than this airy-fairy message. But first, you have to allow your person to come forward and feel encouraged that they can come forward. As I said earlier, it's about resurrecting, it's about that conversation, it's about seeing, can we fix this. They do want to. They see you as the Empress. And your relationship, in fact, is not something that is entirely unfixable, because you do have the Magician card. So you two coming together, you have all the tools together to really recreate something on a new level. It is on a new level, and it is something that requires you to be understanding of what has occurred in the past. And it's not as bad as what you think. So the Magician comes in, which is also, this card is weaving the magic between you that still exists. And really, you know, your person is coming in with real high hopes that they can sort of sort things out with you. Now, it's obviously unique to each and every one of you. Some of you will not want to go through all pain. Others will decide to walk away. But, you know, it comes up as the Queen of Pentacles here. And this is really all about more of a practical approach. So you saw how emotionally things were unstable and upset. So it's about managing the emotions through a more practical manner and appearing in a more practical manner, but also very much grounded in the sense of self. So this is a really kind of good message around self-worth and independence and simply being in your own energy, which is really beautiful energy, but being confident in yourself and seeing things in a more practical light rather than from this very emotionally upsetting place. They know that things went wrong, and so it calls for a new way of operating, a new way of finding out the lessons and then working towards something new in this connection. It does feel like that both of you will still have other priorities. However, there is a sense that you're both in a better place, more able to manage it. And for some of you, I'm getting a sense that family could have come in between your relationship. Someone, a family member. This could also include like an ex and children, and it's better manageable, okay? You're going to be talking things out. You're going to be finding new solutions. This is sort of coming to a place where you're more balanced with things. And so even though it's not a quick process, it does feel like there is a sense of reconnecting, but it feels more stable. And there will then be this offer of love coming in from your person, and they're going to want to reconnect with you and reestablish this connection on a new footing, on a new level. They'll be more open to the changes you would like to see. They'll be more open to your needs. Now, for some of you, there is going to be the entry of someone else, especially if you've been telling yourself you want to be single and you want to explore other options. There is the entry of a fire sign coming in quite strongly that could sweep you off your feet. This, I feel Leo energy around this, very much Leo energy coming in, and this person may really find you very attractive, and it's a very adventurous, it's a very fun kind of energy, but this person also knows what they want, and they feel as if what they're bringing is not only fun, but they're also bringing in a sense of security or consistency that you're looking for. Some of you are looking for this. And so this will most definitely be something worth waiting for. And for those of you that do want to then move on, you have this opportunity with this fire sign to move on. For those of you who are still wanting to know about your person, what they are thinking, let's have a look. If we can tie this all together with what they've been going through, well, I love you. So they still love you. They still have hope for this connection. So for those of you who've been waiting for things to come together, you will, once the silent period is past, especially down the line, if you play it cool and you get on with things and you let your person come back in, they will confess to you that they love you. They have been burying themselves in work to forget. So you've been on their mind and they're trying so hard not to think of you, which is very much, perhaps some of you feel this, but doubt it. Don't doubt it. They do. They think of you. And they're saying that they will wait for a sign from you. So this means you have to be a little bit open and giving to them. They're not entirely certain. As I said, they have high hopes to resurrect this connection, and they do love you. They have been trying to forget you, but they can't. So expect some sort of confession from them, and they would like to reconnect, but you also need to meet them halfway. So again, it's very important for you to leave those upsets behind. And the message today is to trust this process. And if you still want this person and you love them, then soften your heart, show compassion, but also stay in your power. They find you terribly attractive when you're in your power and you're comfortable with yourself. So not going into this upsetting energy, but staying in this very comfortable, kind of relaxed energy. It will change things around. I hope this reading has helped you. Please do comment down below. Let me know if this resonates for you. And also please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I value each and every one of you. And I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Lots of love and